Retirement age shock. No more retiring at 67. If you're anywhere near your 60s right now, or even in your 50s planning ahead, if you're thinking about retirement planning at 60, building a strong retirement portfolio, and developing a reliable retirement income strategy, this is the question that's probably been sitting in the back of your mind. Have the rules changed again? Is the government quietly pushing the retirement age higher? Are Australians going to be forced to work longer than ever before? There's been a wave of headlines, social media posts, and heated conversations claiming that 67 is no longer the retirement age in Australia. Some people are panicking, others are confused, and many simply don't know what to believe. Today, I'm going to break down the facts clearly, calmly, and professionally, so you understand exactly what's happening with the age pension in 2026, what hasn't changed, what could change in the future, and how this impacts your retirement planning right now. Welcome back to Housing Watch Channel, your trusted source for clear and accurate updates on Centrelink, age pension rules, and retirement planning. If you want to protect your income and make confident decisions about your future, make sure you stay with me until the end, because this update could directly affect your retirement timeline. Let's start with the core question. Is retirement still at 67 in Australia in 2026? As of the current law, yes. The qualifying age for the age pension remains 67 years old for anyone born on or after January 1st, 1957. That age is set under legislation and administered by Services Australia. There has been no official legislation passed increasing the age pension age beyond 67 as of 2026. So why are people saying there's no more retiring at 67? The confusion comes from three main areas. First, past increases. Second, ongoing policy discussions. And third, misunderstanding the difference between retirement age and pension eligibility age. Let's go step by step. Years ago, the pension age was 65. Then the government gradually increased it. It moved to 65 and a half, then 66, then 66 and a half, and eventually reached 67. That gradual increase created a pattern in people's minds. Every time there is economic pressure or a federal budget, many assume another increase is coming. Second, Australia's population is aging. Australians are living longer than previous generations. Fewer workers are supporting more retirees. That creates long-term budget pressure. Governments regularly review the sustainability of the pension system. These reviews often make headlines even if no actual law changes. Third, and this is very important, retirement age and pension age are not the same thing. You can retire whenever you want. There is no law forcing you to work until 67. What 67 represents is the age at which you can claim the government-funded age pension if you meet the eligibility requirements. That's a critical distinction. Now, let's talk about superannuation, because this is where many people get confused. Your superannuation preservation age is different from the pension age. For most Australians born after 1964, your preservation age is 60. That means you can access your super at 60 if you retire or meet a condition of release. But you cannot access the age pension until 67. That creates a 7-year gap for many Australians between 60 and 67. During this period, you may rely on super savings, part-time work, or other income sources. So when people say, no more retiring at 67, what they're really asking is whether the age pension eligibility age is being pushed higher. As of 2026, there is no legislated increase beyond 67. However, let's address the bigger concern honestly. Could it increase in the future? Any change to the age pension age would require legislation passed through Parliament. It wouldn't happen suddenly. Historically, changes to the pension age were announced years in advance and phased in gradually. That gave Australians time to adjust their retirement planning. If a future government ever decided to increase the age to 68, 69, or 70, it would almost certainly apply to younger generations and be introduced over a long transition period. If you are already in your late 50s or 60s, there is currently no confirmed policy pushing your eligibility age beyond 67. Now, let's move to the 2026 age pension rules themselves, because eligibility involves more than just age. To qualify for the age pension through Services Australia, you must meet three major criteria: the age requirement, the residency requirement, and the means test. The residency requirement generally means you must have lived in Australia for at least 10 years, with at least 5 of those years continuous. There are exceptions under international social security agreements, but the standard rule is 10 years. Next comes the means test. This is where many retirees get caught off guard. The age pension is not automatic. It is income tested and asset tested, which means your payment amount depends on your financial situation. The income test looks at money you earn from employment, superannuation income streams, rental income, dividends, and other sources. If your income exceeds certain thresholds, your pension reduces gradually. The assets test looks at what you own, excluding your primary residence. This includes bank balances, shares, managed funds, superannuation accounts once you reach pension age, vehicles, caravans, boats, and investment properties. Your family home is generally exempt from the assets test, but additional properties are not. In 2026, thresholds are adjusted through indexation, typically in March and September. Indexation ensures payment rates and limits reflect cost of living changes. This brings us to another important issue: payment rates. The maximum age pension rate for singles and couples has been indexed in line with inflation measures. This includes the base pension rate plus supplements, such as the pension supplement and energy supplement, where applicable. If your income and assets fall below lower thresholds, you receive the full pension. If they exceed lower thresholds but remain under upper cutoff limits, you may receive a part pension. If your assets or income exceed the upper limits, you may not qualify at all. Now here's something that often surprises people. Even if you don't qualify for the full pension, qualifying for even a small part pension can unlock additional benefits. These may include concession cards, discounted medicines, and reduced utility costs. For many retirees, that's financially significant. Let's also talk about the work bonus, because flexible retirement is becoming more common. The work bonus allows pensioners to earn employment income up to a certain amount without reducing their pension under the income test. This encourages older Australians to remain in the workforce if they choose. If you're 67 or older and still working part-time, the work bonus can help protect your pension payment while boosting your income. This is one reason why the idea of being forced to retire at 67 is outdated. Many Australians now transition gradually into retirement. Another 2026 consideration is deeming rates. Deeming rates are used to calculate assumed income from financial assets like savings and shares. Even if your investments earn less, the government applies deeming rules to estimate income for the income test. Changes to deeming rates can affect how much pension you receive. This is why staying informed matters. Now, let's address early retirement. If you retire before 67 and run out of super, you cannot claim the age pension early unless you qualify for another payment, such as the disability support pension. The job seeker payment may be available depending on your circumstances, but it comes with mutual obligation requirements. This is why planning between ages 60 and 67 is absolutely critical. Many Australians underestimate how long their super needs to last. Life expectancy continues to rise, and it's not uncommon for retirees to spend 20 to 30 years in retirement. That means your savings strategy, spending habits, and pension eligibility planning all need to work together. Let's also discuss couples, because assessment rules are different. For couples, income and assets are assessed jointly, even if only one partner has reached age pension age. This can affect eligibility if one partner is still working or has substantial assets. Communication and financial planning as a couple are essential. Another area of growing interest is downsizing. Some retirees consider selling a larger home and moving into a smaller property to free up capital. While the primary home is exempt from the assets test, the proceeds from selling and placing money in the bank could become assessable assets. This is where financial advice becomes valuable, because every decision can have pension implications. There's also the Home Equity Access Scheme, which allows eligible pensioners to access part of their home equity as a government-backed loan. This can supplement income, but must eventually be repaid, usually from the estate. Now, let's zoom out to the bigger picture. Australia's retirement income system rests on three pillars: compulsory superannuation, voluntary savings, and the age pension. The age pension is designed as a safety net, not a luxury retirement income. If you rely solely on the pension, budgeting is essential. If you have super savings, structured drawdown strategies can significantly improve lifestyle flexibility. So, when you hear dramatic headlines claiming retirement at 67 is gone, pause and check the facts. As of 2026, the age pension age remains 67. There has been no official announcement eliminating retirement at 67, and there is no law forcing Australians to work beyond that age. What does exist is ongoing policy discussion about long-term sustainability, which is normal for any major government program. The smartest approach is preparation, not panic. If you are approaching 67, you can lodge your age pension claim up to 13 weeks before your birthday. Preparing your documents early can help avoid delays. Make sure your identification, bank statements, superannuation details, and asset records are accurate and up to date. If you are in your 50s or early 60s, now is the time to project your retirement timeline realistically. Estimate your super balances, consider whether part-time work may extend your savings, and understand how the income and assets tests work. Retirement should be a phase of stability, not uncertainty. At Housing Watch Channel, our goal is simple: cut through the noise and give you clarity. We focus on facts, not fear-driven speculation. The truth about the 2026 age pension rules is this: 67 remains the eligibility age. Means testing still applies. Indexation continues. Work flexibility is increasing. And long-term planning has never been more important. If you found this breakdown helpful, share this video with a friend or family member who may be worried about retirement age changes. Accurate information reduces stress and helps people make confident financial decisions. Drop a comment below and tell us your retirement plan. Are you aiming to retire at 60, at 67, or planning to work longer? Your experience could help someone else in this community. Make sure you subscribe to Housing Watch Channel and turn on notifications so you never miss important updates about age pension changes, Centrelink rules, and retirement planning strategies. Retirement is not just about an age. It's about readiness. It's about understanding the system. And it's about making informed choices based on facts, not headlines. Stay informed, stay prepared, and I'll see you in the next update right here on Housing Watch Channel.